Joining us now to talk about how Republicans can lead on the environment with positive, practical solutions, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great to see you. Look, I've always said Republicans, conservatives, they love the environment, they love nature. What they hate is this ideology of climate change. They hate the negativity, being bossed around and told what to do. That's what I loved about that speech. You were positive.
Well, yes. First of all, Steve, it's nice to be on your show, and so thank you. And we had a fantastic conference in Austria, in Vienna. Our environmental conference was probably one of the most successful conferences we have ever had. And we're very happy about that. There are different voices. Some of them are alarmists, and some of them, kind of positive thinkers and believers like I am. It is always very optimistic. But, I respect the environmental movement. I respect the environmentalists. They're hardworking individuals, and they really have the heart in there. I just feel like that after 40 years of preaching the same thing, it is important to take a different approach, because I feel like, as I said in my speech, the alarmist kind of a attitude and atmosphere and trying to scare people all the time has not worked over decades. And so therefore, let's try a different approach. Let's go and use a more positive approach, number one. And number two, let's not throw at people all of these different kind of things about the coral reefs are dying and about the oceans are rising north. All of these things are true, may I remind you, Steve. Everything that I said was absolutely true, but you cannot say that many things at the people, because they get confused. They don't know there's many problems, or is it just one problem? I say, let's keep it streamlined. Let's talk about pollution, because we all can get together. Democrats and Republicans can get together on one thing, and this is, let's terminate pollution. That is what my idea is. We should talk simple to the people. We should let them know that there's hope. We should let them give them guidelines on what to do, which environmentalists many times in their speeches are not doing. They're talking to each other, and they have all this fancy language and stuff like that no one understands. Yes. And my point is, let's talk to the people in a way that they understand it. And let's make sure that they're part of the movement. Because, Steve, if the people are part of the movement and they want to change, then they put the pressure on the politicians, and then the politicians will be much more inclined to go and vote in that direction. But right now, politicians feel sometimes scared when they're from conservative areas to go there and to vote pro-environment and pro-environmental issues.
I think that's exactly right. And some of the reasons, I think, are that they look at some of the ideas that are being put forward, and the conservative politicians, Republicans, say, I can't sell this to my voters because they're not going to like it. They're going to be worrying that it's going to cost me more. I'm not going to be able to do the things I want to do. You mentioned eating meat. They're going to tell me I can't cook with gas in my house anymore, my restaurant, if I run a restaurant. All these specific things that they feel it's going to be painful, and they don't want to do it. And I think that's another reason that the politicians run away from the issue, as actually it doesn't have to be like that. That's what you were saying.
Right. Well, first of all, let me just say, when you say that this will be painful. When I walk into Gold's Gym, one of the first things that comes over the speaker always is, there will be pain. And the reason is because if there's no pain, there's no gain. Okay, so this is one thing you learn in sports very quickly. And the reality of it is one imagines that there's more pain than really is, because, like you said, it's expensive, that some of the politicians say it's too expensive. It's not expensive. I mean, like in California, for instance, we have passed the strictest environmental laws anywhere in the nation. It was in 2006, 2007. And then we implemented those things. And everyone was scared that it is going to cost us too much money, and that jobs will be leaving the state, businesses will be leaving the state, and our revenues will shrink, and all of those kind of things. Well, let's time travel forward now. Today, our economy is booming. I mean, we have the fastest growing economy in the United States. We have an average of a GDP growth of 4%, more than 4%. So this is the second highest in the world. In the world, think about that. And we have the most extraordinary economy. I mean, we're the fifth largest economy in the world, only after the United States, Japan, China, and Germany. So think about that. This is a state that has the strictest environmental laws at the same time. And so we have proven that you can protect the environment and the economy at the same time. And the other thing that I have to tell you is, I just read, it was just literally 2 days ago, someone sent me a note and said, Governor, you will be very, very happy to see those numbers. We have a 35% increase in green technology jobs over the last year. I mean, this is the highest increase anywhere in the world. Think about this. So this are the kind of things that Republicans should pick up on, and they should study that, what we have done. Forget the Green New Deal and all the stuff that they're talking about. I mean, I understand that they mean well, but I mean, the fact of the matter is all you have to do is just copy what we have done in California. And we have now our renewables went from 19% to 50%. Imagine if the United States does something like that, our renewables are at like 12%. I mean, this is pitiful. We can go to 30% in no time if we pass the right laws. And I'm so happy that now the Republicans are coming forward and they're saying we want to be part of the action. And because that's what I did. When I was governor, I didn't like the idea that the Democrats kept saying, this is our issue. I said, what do you mean this is your issue? This is a people's issue. This is not your issue. And I grabbed half of it away from them. And I said, here's the partnership that we're going to do. You're going to pass the laws. We're going to negotiate together. You pass the laws and I will sign them. That's our partnership. And that's how we move forward. And I was so delighted with the way the Democrats worked together with us, because I went to them and I said, this is also my interest. I want to clean the environment. I want to reduce greenhouse gases and so on. So I think that Republicans have there a great, great way of getting in there into the action. Grab some of it from the Democrats, come up with great ideas, better ideas than they have.
Yes.
That involves businesses, includes businesses in the decision-making and all this. So I see great hope. And, anytime they need me for any help or to make any suggestion, I always will be there for them, because there's nothing that will make me happier than for Democrats and Republicans to sit down on the table and to kind of work together to reduce our pollution. Because even one of the most conservative senators that I met up with in Vienna, he happened to be there coincidentally, said to me, he says, just remember, Governor, everyone hates pollution. No one likes pollution. So I said to him, I says, let's get together and let's terminate it once and for all. Let's do it.
Well, I totally agree with that. The Republicans can't leave it to the Democrats. Just one quick last point. I mean, you mentioned California. I've often said, California, imagine how great we would be doing without some of the other policies the Democrats have put in that aren't so positive. We've obviously got a recall election coming up. You were the great victor last time round. Do you see anyone out there who's the next Arnold in this process?
Well, as I said to you the last time when we talked, this is easily winnable, but the only thing is then it's up to the candidates. There's several candidates out there that are very good. I myself don't get involved in a recall election, because I think that what is important to me is that we all work together and move forward together and create a better business environment in California, because our business environment in California sucks. And the reality of it is that businesses that are leaving the state because of that, I think we can do better than that. I think we got to get rid of the homeless issue, which is a real crisis in California that has not been addressed fully yet. And then we have a crisis with, of course, the fires that we have here, the drought that is coming up, that we are about to enter, and all of those things. So we have, as I brag about California, how well we are doing in protecting the environment and protecting businesses by having created this atmosphere of really moving these two together and being successful. At the same time, I have criticism that California is really lacking in so many different things. Yeah. And we have to be better prepared for fires and for earthquakes and all of this kind of things, and really create again a good, positive business environment in this state, which I think the businesses deserve.
Well, we got one of the candidates later on tonight on the show. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll be following it. Arnold, it's so great to see you, as always.
Always great to see you. And remember, here's the jacket.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. I'll get it soon.
So I hope that you have your American flag inside your jacket.
I wore it
out.
I wrapped myself in the flag on July the 4th, just like you said.
You gotta have more than that. You gotta have it inside, close to your heart. Okay? Do it.
I will.
The next time I come on your program, I will challenge you again on that.
You're on.
You're shocked.
I'll see you then. Thank you, Arnold.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.